Hey guys, happy Sunday. How is everyone? Is everyone cool? Kelly, hey. Hi, Wendy. Let me know if there's any new ones on here. Hi, Bridie. Hi, Haley. Kim. How is everybody? Hi, Denise. How are you? Jennifer. You're sort of a newbie. It's your third time. Kelly, good for a Sunday. I'm great. I've been working outside all day today. So, yeah, really cool. Alicia. Hey, peoples. How's everyone's week? Hi, Liz. Ariane, how are you? Hi, Carol. Don't forget to share, guys, if you're coming on. Really cool. Hi, Jennifer. It's your timeout time, is it? Hi, Haley. You're in bed. It's cold. Where are you at? I'm great. I washed all the house windows today. So, all the windows, all the house gets dirty. Hi, Gina. How are you? Okay, so, I don't know who's on here. Hi, Francis. How you going? I don't know who saw the post a little bit earlier today, the competition that I ran. If you filled out the survey, and what I was asking for is just people take a little bit of time out to fill out a survey. And a lot of people entered that competition, which is really cool. And we did draw the winner, and it's actually Karen Ellis. So Karen, I know you're on. You are the winner of the 20-minute reading with me. So if you can contact me, through my messenger, we'll organize that. Okay. So that's, yeah, Karen Ellis. Thank you so much for filling out. And thank you everybody else who took the time to fill out that survey as well. I really appreciate it. It is you, Karen. Okay, so thanks everybody. I really appreciate it, and know that Jenny really appreciates it as well. And it's always good to help the young ones out when we can, right? So, how is everyone's week? I've got a couple of card decks here today. I'm going to be using the steampunk one. We haven't used that for a while. And I'm going to be using Adam Barley's one as well. So that's going to be the cards for the day. Once I get it, Tony's up and down. Hi, Carol. So who's new the first time? Who's from an international destination? Everyone's had a tough week by the look of it. Oh, look. My boy's on here. Thanks to everybody who filled out the survey. Much love. There you go. He's saying thank you for helping out his girl. That's easy, Cuckoo. Very stressful. So I actually bought some new paranormal equipment for our event at Nanagoon coming up. I can't wait for that event. So if you haven't booked your tickets, jump online to Eventbrite and book your tickets to our paranormal event. It's going to be amazing. And Francis is going to cook some warm soup and some bread and scones and stuff, and we're going to see what we can actually find out there. So yeah, we've spent a bit of money, and we've got a lot more professional equipment. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm also trying to organize some other venues as well. So yeah, it's going to be really cool to book. What do you mean, Ariane? What do you mean? Can you do it online? Do what online? Hi, Chris. Just go to all of the details for this is for the paranormal event is actually posted on my I think it's on my website as well, but it's on Facebook also, and you just click the link and go to Eventbrite and book your tickets. It is in Nanagoon. It's up to you whether you want to get some accommodation out there or whether you want to drive back, but it is going to be a late one. Okay. Can we join the event online, or is it it's a live thing, Ariane? I might do a live from the event, just a brief one, because people have paid, so it won't be going live. But it's going to be cool. Unless I can think of something else, I'll have a think about what options I have. But at the moment, it's a live event, and all details are on Eventbrite on my Facebook page, and I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. Francis, I was talking to Mum today, and she didn't realize that Valentina had passed away. And when I told her, she's like, oh my goodness, Francis needs a new duck. Had a bit of a laugh. It's kind of cute. Any plans on coming to Sydney? Yes, Ariane, we are coming to Sydney. Both Geordie and I are coming to Sydney actually to do a show with Rachel Grace, and that's going to be in September. So definitely, we're definitely doing a show there. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. Does anybody have a question related to mediumship, psychic work, paranormal? What we might do, Ariane, is I might set up a event with the quarantine station if I can, and see if we can get a tour in there, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, sorry, Dudu, you got to go under the Psychic Barber. There's also an event coming this Friday night in Elstonwick, and it's an event. It's a breast cancer event. Okay, breast cancer fundraising event. Hold off on your questions, guys, because I'm not paying attention to them at the moment. So just hold off on your questions. But I have got a breast cancer fundraiser coming up this Friday. It's at Love, and it's in Elstonwick, behind the Umbrella Lounge, I think it's called, in Glen Huntly Road, Elstonwick. That's going to be awesome. I think it starts at 7 p.m. And again, all details can be found on my Facebook page, on my website, and you can also go to Eventbrite and book your tickets there. Hi, Sugar Mama. Oh, Jay, that's so cute. Okay, I'm going to pop this up here. Jay's put up here. I see shadows and lights in the corner of my eye, but I'm not sure. I just thought on something, but I'm not sure. Is that being caused from all the tears or loved ones around? It would be probably most likely spirit around. You always see spirit in your peripheral vision. And so it sort of like hits you from the side, if that makes sense. It can be a shadow, it might be a light or something along the lines, but you always see them in your peripheral vision. And when you're dealing with paranormal too, and you take photos, guys, and you're looking and stuff, always check shiny surfaces, okay? So you're going to be looking at mirrors, you're going to be looking at windows, anything with a shiny surface, because spirit loves showing their face in shiny surfaces. So just a bit of trivia for you. Guys, hold off on your questions. I'm not going to answer them right now, okay? Just remember that you can book a private reading with me, okay? If you're wanting to know how your loved one is, you can actually book a private reading as well, okay? So just go to my my website or my Facebook page, and you can book a private reading with me. I have different readings available. If you don't happen to get a reading on here, and the readings on here aren't as extensive as what you would get in a private reading as well. So there you go. All right, let's have a look here. All right, so I'm going to jump straight into spirit tonight, guys, because I have somebody with me by the name of Stanley. Stanley or Stan is how he wants to acknowledge himself. Stanley or Stan. He's had a heart problem. Okay, Stanley and Stan has a heart problem. I've got an E initial with him as well, so I don't know whether it's Emma or Emily or something with an E, if that makes sense. So can anybody place? Can anybody place a Stan or a Stanley who had and with an E initial, if that makes sense? Hi, Cheryl. I had an amazing birthday. Thank you. Yeah, 1 year older. So can anybody place Stan or Stanley? Stan of E initial, and I do see that this gentleman's had heart problems as well. Okay, heart problems as well. He's a little bit shaky too, so I don't know whether it was early onset of dementia, but I have to put that in there also. Okay, he's wearing glasses. They're kind of a square frame as well. Okay, beautiful gentleman. I'm seeing his hands. They've seen a lot of hard work. Okay, because he is showing me his hands. There's a lot of hard work that's gone into them. He's very communicative as well, so he likes to express things. You know, he likes what's the word for it? Current affairs and things like that. Can anyone place him? I know that somebody here owns this beautiful soul. Well, I'm waiting for that to come through. Karen, yes, your father is definitely happy. Okay, definitely happy. That's a given. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Don't forget to share with your people on your pages, guys. Okay, I like to try and reach as many people as I can, and yeah, it's always about sort of like helping everybody, giving them guidance, if that makes sense. What courses are good to strengthen psychic gifts? Ariane, anything that's a psychic development class, okay, or psychic circle, you can you can actually work with that. The more you attend these things, the more you actually become stronger in your gift. Okay, so it is really development. You're after a psychic development class or a psychic circle. Okay, I do run one on a Wednesday evening. If you're interested, but yeah, wherever you are, you might be able to contact one nearby you. Mine's actually on Zoom, so it's an online one, but there's so many around there. There's plenty of people to learn from, and my advice is just, you know, try it, see where you go. And that's what it's about, you know, developing you. It's like anything. The more you practice, like a guitar, the more you practice it, the more you're going to become amazing at it. Okay, so that's that question. Now I'm going to get back to spirit. I've got a Stan or a Stanley here, an E initial. He's got something to do with the heart or heart problem. He is a little bit shaky in the hands, and so I do feel that he had like the onset of dementia. that's coming through, and very hardworking hands as well. He's very expressive, and he loves current affairs, if that makes sense. You know Mum's cousin named Stan. Okay. So you don't know any information about him, Cheryl? Does anybody else know a Stan or Stanley that passed away? I'll put him sort of on the other side of 68, between 68 and I'm going to say 68 and 74, somewhere near there. Liked his drink as well. Okay, he liked his drink as well. Cheryl, is there E connected? And Emma, Emily, something along that. There's a female with an E that's connected as well. Okay. I know that you guys, I know that somebody's got him because you're all here and he's coming forward. So if you can place anything that might relate to this gentleman, please acknowledge it. Okay, please acknowledge it. While I'm waiting to see who knows Stanley, is anyone new on tonight? Wow, that was weird. Where's your comments, guys? You're all very quiet tonight. Can Spirit choose to stay or... we don't hold Spirit back. Okay, we never hold Spirit back, and they do go over. So just be aware of that, Jay. And yes, they can choose to reincarnate or they can choose to stay. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Casey. Hi, Teresa. Hi, G. Karen. Look at you all. How cool. New South Wales. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Carol. Okay, guys, I need to know who owns Stanley. I've got a gentleman in spirit. His name is Stan. Stan or Stanley. Okay. He's telling me that he's pointing to his heart. Okay, so I know that there's something relative there with his heart. And I also feel too that there's something to do with dementia there. He's a little bit shaky in the hands. Okay. His hands are hardworking, and he's telling me he loves like social information. Like he loves current affairs and things like that, if that makes sense. Okay. Hey, Scotland, how are you? Yeah, Jay, it's the soul that we're working with when we're working with spirits. So yeah, definitely they do have choice. Like and shares, do you feel my mama with me or have been a birthday tomorrow? Leslie, I saw your message a little bit earlier, so I have noted you down. And if I'm drawn to you from spirit, I'll certainly give you a message. But at the moment, I'm trying to place Stanley, okay? And I know that he's reaching out to somebody on here, okay? I know that he's got something to do with his heart. I want to put him between 65 and 73 years of age. He's wearing glasses with a sort of like a square frame, a metal square frame. He's got kind of like bushy eyebrows, kind of a big nose. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to offend him, but he does have a nose. Everyone's got a nose, but he's got a nose, and he's got really nice lips as well. Okay, he's seen a lot. Okay, seen a lot, done a lot. He's kind of got an olive complexion on his face, or it looks olive complexion on his face. And he does have hair, but it's thinning, if that makes sense, like thinning at the front, and it's just combed over to the side a little bit as well. So I know somebody here owns Stanley, okay? So I have to place him. So please have a think. Do you know anybody named Stan or Stanley? Think back in your family tree, relatives, friends, anybody that you've worked with. Have a think, because I know he's going to come in for somebody, okay? Hi, Joe. How are you? Hey, Leslie. Jess. What was I going to say to you? Also, I don't know if anybody knows, I've got to think what she goes by now. Used to be the Australian psychic cowgirl, but it's not. Tonya Reeves. I've actually got Tonya coming on the show when I can organize a date, if that makes sense. Karen Murphy, you had an Uncle Stan. Okay. Do you know how he passed? Because I feel like I'm pointing to the chest on this one. And I know there's something to do with the heart as well, is what I'm being told. He's got hardworking hands, kind of an olivey face complexion. He has seen, I don't know whether it's from the sun or whether he just has the olive complexion. He's got thinning out hair at the front. It is swiped to the side as well. He's got the traditional beautiful, okay, he's got the beautiful traditional eyebrows, and like the big fluffy eyebrows. Look, he's not a gigantic man, okay, he really isn't. And he's wearing a flannel shirt at the moment, okay. And I feel this gentleman, or I know this gentleman is actually more for comfort rather than looks, if that makes sense. More for comfort, less for looks. So look, if he had to wear a suit and tie, he'd wear it, but I think he would grizzle a little bit, Karen. So can you place that information? He's also got glasses, a metal frame. They are kind of squarish glasses as well. He loves current affairs. He's got his newspaper out. Do you know what he's got on his feet? You know those Grosby slippers? Those. And I want to put him around about the age of 65 to 73, if that makes sense. You're not sure about the glasses. Can you place any of the other information, Karen, please? In the meantime, how is everybody else doing? While we're waiting for Karen, let's have some yes/no questions, okay? It's going to be a yes/no question. He died at 73. All right, Karen, I'm definitely with you, okay? Because he said 65 to 73, 74. So I have to place that. He's got the Grosby shoes on his feet. He's got the glasses. And he is quite stubborn, though, okay? He is quite stubborn. And as I said a little bit earlier, he looks a little bit shaky in the hands, but he's hardworking, if that makes sense. He's just coming forward today, and the message that he's wanting to give you, Karen, is be mindful. Okay, be mindful of people near and around you. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing red hair, but there's something to do with the red hair near and around you, somebody that's going to come through. And you know, I just feel as if what he's wanting to say to you is just be mindful as you go on your path, if that makes sense. Be specific in who you actually trust with your information. I'm hearing business around you as well. So I don't know whether there's a new business up and coming, or there's business relationships with somebody else near and around you, but it's just saying be mindful. You know, keep your information close to your hip and be mindful in who you actually trust. So Karen, I'm going to leave that there with you. I know that is going to place for you. And much lovings from your Uncle Stan. So cool. Chris, have they come through yet, Bec? No, Chris, it's still a bit raw for me. I can probably try for your mum, but Sandy, yeah, it's a little bit confronting. So at the moment, I'm going to say a no to that just at this moment. Okay, where else are we going to go today? I'm going to pull out some cards. Let's pull out the steampunk cards. These are Karen Dalton Smith's. We haven't had these out for ages, have we? Wait a minute. There's the case. Okay, you can order them on her online, on her Etsy shop as well. Love these cards because they're little, but less chance of dropping them. Aha. All right, where am I going? Let me have a look here. Oh, Jess, I got a no on that one. Okay, I don't want to deflate things, but I got a no on that one, so we'll just wait and see. Will my daughter find love? Teresa, I feel like she needs to love herself. Okay, I am seeing that there's been less desirables in her past. There is a big shard in her heart space as well. And I just want to say, don't rush into everything, if that makes sense. Don't rush into anything. Ariana, I think I do see that your business will take off, but it's going to be slow, if that makes sense. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, guys, don't forget, one question per person. What am I doing? Yes, Anita. Kim, I do. Yes, I do feel you will. Jennifer, I'm seeing that there's house plans and an alteration on your house plans, so I'm not quite sure. Yes, they are at peace, Yaslin. Okay, they are at peace. Hey, Jules, how you going? Love you. Doodle, you didn't see that, did you? No. Is my job going to get easier? Harder before easier, Renee. I think you need to stand up for yourself. All right, enough questions. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards now. Shit. You did see that. It's not my fault. They jumped out of my head. Where am I going? Karen, did that make sense for you? Okay, let me have a look here. Sarah, don't you laugh at me. Thanks, Pam. You jinxed me. You jinxed me. Okay. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go here. I'm being drawn to here. So I'm going to pull a card for you, G. Let's have a look here and see what we can get. Hi, Mary. How are you? Dropped them again. Pam, you jinxed me again. It's because I don't concentrate. All right, let's have a look. Hi, Mara Jane. G, your card is the Comet, okay? Now, okay, the Comet, I want to say about the Comet, I'm really drawn to Halley's Comet. And I usually say that the Comet comes around once in your lifetime, okay? And I do want to say to you that, you know, when you're working with music or you're working with the entertainment industry, opportunity comes around once in your lifetime. So when it does come, make sure you take it. Okay, there's no point standing standing on the edge when you can actually jump in. Okay, so don't hang around for a better offer. Take the one that you get, because you know the path is yours to pave. And I'm just being guided to say, having a look at that comet, you know, it is a star streaking across the sky, but you have to work on it. You have to put yourself out there. And, you know, don't hold back. Take every opportunity that's offered to you. So that's the guidance I'm getting on that one for you. All right, cool. Let's have a look. Okay. All right, I'm going on a work-related thing here, Cuckoo, and what I have is the clock. Okay, the clock. It is about timing. So your success, everything that you want, you know, don't make haste with it. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Everything will fit in where it's meant to in the timeline. Okay, so one step at a time, my boy, and everything will, you know, will come as planned, if that makes sense. I love you. Oh my God, doo-doo. They're going to book me with a card shuffler. Ha ha, you're so funny. Kylie. I've got a friend who used to work at the Crown Casino. So yeah, they're slippery, okay? They're slippery. Slippery little suckers. Look at you guys, you're all asking about real estate. All right, where am I going? Where's the cat? Do you know where she is? She's out. She's out with Bec somewhere, and she's got a piece of a little ball made out of aluminium foil. And last I checked, she was flying. She's absolutely flying down the hallway. Did you see that? That's so funny. Oh my goodness, 2 cards come out, Tony. So I've got 2 cards. I've got the question card, okay, and I've got the tombstone, okay. But tombstone isn't necessarily what you think, okay. Tombstone is about rebirth, and you can actually see on that card, you can see the this, okay, what do you call it? I'm having a brain fart. Hourglass, okay. An hourglass, and so it is about timing, but Spirit's asking what your question is, okay. And I think that whatever you're asking from, you're not actually sure of it, okay. It's almost like, yeah, I am, but I'm not. I could be, but I'm not. So what I want to say to you, Tony, is be specific, okay. Be specific. Once you're specific, Spirit knows what to provide for you, and then it's just a matter of waiting and waiting for everything to fall into place. So I'm going to leave that there, Tony, and I hope that that makes sense for you. Thomas is in the fish tank at the moment. He's swimming around in the fish tank. Hi, Casey. Mary, how are you? Mary, your card is Lady, okay, Lady. What I want to say to you with this Lady card, Mary, is to become in touch with that feminine side a little bit more. I do see you as having to take the more masculine role, and that doesn't mean, you know, you put on men's trousers and, you know, wear a tie like me or anything like that. It's the masculine energy, it's the responsibility, okay. And I see this energy in single mums that have to do both, somebody that has to take control in the workplace as well. And women forget to be women, okay. They forget to nurture themselves and love themselves as a woman, and this is what I'm being reminded of to tell you, Mary. So take some time for you, and you know, just bring that forward, if that makes sense. Kylie, I already read for you. Where were you? Amara? Let's have a look here. Okay, Murray, you've got the candle here. Okay, there is 2 flames to this, but it's way that I'm seeing this is a reflection, okay. Rather than having 2 candles, it's actually a reflection or a reflective state, if that makes sense. And what I want to say to you is that you have to light the illumination. You have to light that fire, light that candle, but it has to be internal, okay, Mara. You've got to go inside yourself and light that flame, get that fire back in your belly, okay, because I do see that things have sort of like subsided a little bit in recent times. I know that COVID has been very hard for a lot of people. However, it doesn't mean that you lay down and just give up on things. There are so many things that you can do in that downtime, and one of them is actually to go within yourself, to process things, to let go, to surrender, and to just sort of like put that fire back in your belly, so that when things do get back to normal, or an essence of normality, you know, what you have to do is then, you know, sort of like plant the seed and get going, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave that with you there. Kim, I've already answered a question for you tonight. Okay. So I won't be answering any more questions. If you do want further information, please book a private reading with me, because it's not fair if I answer, you know, 4 or 5 questions for one person when there's, you know, 40 other people on the banter that are waiting for a question as well, if that makes sense. So I did answer your question that you asked, and I know that it's a hard situation, and I really have a lot of empathy for you guys, because you come on here, and you know, for so many of you, that it's almost like a desperation to find answers. Just remember, everybody, that, you know, spirit is with you. Okay, your loved ones are with you. They're fine on the other side. Okay, it's us that gets left behind that are grieving, but spirit on the other side are fine. They have no hurt, no pain, no fear, no anger, no frustration, no illness, none of that sort of stuff, because that's all human. Okay, and the soul has left that human body, if that makes sense. And so what I just want to assure you all is that your loved ones are okay. Okay. If I have given you guidance in regards to real estate or housing, or a child or anything like that, what I just want to say to you is just trust. Okay. You are on the path, and you are where you need to be, if that makes sense. And everything turns out the way that it's supposed to. Okay. Our reading should be guidance and affirmation of what's already in place. And sometimes, you know, we don't know the timeline as well. So I can give you guidance and information right here and now, but where that sits on the timeline, unless they say it's winter or it's summer 2021, then I'm not going to be sure of it. Okay. So just hold on to that information, and, you know, just sit with the cards that I give you, and just meditate on it. Ask spirit what the answers are in reference to your cards, and just go with the guidance that sits in your heart. Okay, go with the guidance that sits in your heart, because it's always right. Go with your first thought. Okay, anything after that, your logic mind starts to process things, and then we talk ourselves out of it, or we tell ourselves something totally different. So for those of you that have questions, ask yourself the question that you're wanting to ask me. And the first thing that jumps into your head is probably the right answer. So, and I do send love to each and every one of you as well. Right. Oh, as usual, that's a new word. I've got somebody here that's either had lung or throat cancer, or mouth cancer. Okay, lung, throat, or mouth cancer, because I always get it in the throat. They always get me every single time. So I know that I have somebody there. I'm hearing the name Paul. Okay, I'm hearing the name Paul, and this person has either throat or tongue cancer, mouth cancer, something along the lines of that. So can anybody place a Paul that has a cancer-related illness, sort of like with the throat or the tongue, or the larynx, or somewhere here? Does that make sense? A Paul. Okay. Usual. Are you picking on me? Okay, so while we're waiting, What I'm going to go over again is a couple of events that are coming up. We have our paranormal investigation out at Nile Lagoon. You can jump online at Eventbrite and book your tickets. Okay, you can jump online and book your tickets, and that's going to be an amazing evening. But you might want to get some accommodation because it is going to be a 3 a.m. event. So, Francis, I didn't know if you know that, but it is going to be a late one. Okay, because Spirit has a spirit has a way of rocking up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, let me have a look here. Leslie's put something. My partner's name is Paul and his dad, Philip, had lung cancer. Okay, Leslie. All right, let me see if I can get some more information from this gentleman. Okay, would it make sense that there's three children or one of three, if that makes sense? The lung cancer, I feel like there's liver, something to do with the liver as well, Leslie. Okay, something to do with the liver as well. I'm just going to pop you up here so I don't forget you. Francis is saying all good. Bless his heart. I've got somebody that's coming through with Philip. Okay, that smoked a pipe. Okay, and Paul is one of three children. All right, Leslie, I definitely feel that I'm with you. So I'm going to head over to you energetically and let's see what we can get as well. I also know too that somebody he's pointing to the head as well. So I don't know whether somebody passed over with a stroke. Almost want to be drawn to his dad on this one because I'm being pointing to the head. So this would be your hubby's or your partner's grandfather. Okay, so I don't know if he's there with you and can answer these questions, but I'm going to say that there's somebody in spirit who's older than Philip, and I do see that he's had something to do with the head. So it's either an aneurysm or he's hit his head, or something to do with the head. Okay, so can you place that for me, Leslie? Hi, Kim. Francis, I can't wait to see your horses. Your Clydesdale. So the most beautiful gypsy cob during the week on Facebook. Beautiful gold pally color. Absolutely stunning. Leslie, what have you got for me? Okay, waiting. His grandfather had issues from the war that affected his head because he's pointing to his head. Okay, he's pointing to his head. There's a walking stick that's involved in this as well, and the grandfather is actually pushing Philip forward, if that makes sense. Yeah, Francis, she is for sale. Chris put her up for sale. So wish I was in Canada because I'd have 10 of them. Yes, Renee, tickets are through my Facebook page. If you go to the Paranormal Investigation APV, you can book tickets. Okay. So I'm going to go back here. Leslie, the grandfather's pushing him forward. Okay, pushing him forward. There is some sort of and just remember, I'm reading the essence of the person that was. Okay, the essence of the person that was. And what I'm seeing from Philip is that there's somebody that he either didn't get the opportunity to say goodbye to or didn't get the opportunity to make amends with, something along those lines. Would that make sense? And he's also showing me some type of a ring that would have been handed down. So I don't know whether Paul's got his dad's ring, but you can affirm that for me if you can. Francis, Bec wants a donkey. Paul's mum Wendy has the ring. Okay, all right. So guys, I just need to ask a question. Are you guys are obviously seeing this live on Facebook. Does that make sense? All right, let me go up here. Devon, okay. I'm going to pull a card for you just quickly, Devon, while I'm waiting for some questions here. That makes sense? Awesome. Okay. Leslie, is there also is it a signet ring or something along the lines of that? I'm seeing a dark stone. It always reminds me of a black onyx, if that makes sense. So, but I look, I can see two. So I don't know whether we had a wedding band. It's quite thick. But I also see a signet ring as well. So I have to talk about a signet ring also. And of course, there's the pipe that the grandfather smoked. He's also got a walking stick with him. Stubborn as get. Okay, stubborn as get. He's telling me Paul's really stubborn too. I'll probably get a hit for that one. But anyway, that makes sense there. Okay. The message that he's got, or the message that he's given me anyway, just before I do Devon's reading, is that Paul's taking too much on his shoulders at the present time, okay? There is a lot of pressure there, and a lot of pressure on his back and a lot of pressure on his neck, and I do see this as being a physical thing as well as an emotional thing, okay? It's not like his hands are tied, but I do see him being pulled in a direction that he's not so sure he wants to go in, if that makes sense. And I also see too that there must be something to do with, look, I almost want to say a partner in business or something along those lines. And I've just got a warning about that one. So I don't know whether Paul's thinking of going into business or is in business with somebody, but I'm getting a warning sign around that. So I'll let you sort that out. But that's a message from his dad, and just let him know his granddad's there as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. And I know you're going to find where that signet ring is, okay? So I'll leave that with you, Leslie, and lots of love for them both in spirit. What am I doing? Let me have a look here. Devon, are you still online? Hope so. Anyway, you're welcome, Leslie. All right, Devon, let's have a look here. Devon, I'm putting a card for you, okay? And the card is going to be a ring, okay? This is about commitment, okay, Devon? But don't freak out or anything like that and think you're going to be running down the wedding chapel anytime soon. What it is, it's a commitment to self, okay? And a commitment to something that you're wanting to do, okay? When we go through life, we have to commit to something. And let me be honest with you guys. That's the only reason I charge for my readings, is so that you actually commit to the reading, okay? Because some people charge, you know, whatever for readings, and people just come in half-hearted and they're not actually serious about the information that we pass across. And even though it looks easy, mediumship actually isn't easy. And my students will, you know, vouch for that. Every single week they put their mind, heart and soul into it, and every single week they learn something new and develop their skills. And you know, mediumship, while you might have a basic foundation of mediumship, it does take practice, okay? I've had some incredible mentors, and you know, I'm always trying to upgrade my skills, learning and working with as many people as I can. And you know, I do advise everybody that's studying spirituality or spiritualism to do the same. You know, you can never ever stop learning. And let me tell you that I learn from my students every single week. Every single week they teach me something, okay? And every single week I try and teach them something. And so pay attention to everybody near and around you, Devon, because everybody can give you a lesson, if that makes sense. Everybody can give you a lesson. But whatever you're wanting to do, you need to commit to it, and almost like put your money where your mouth is, if that makes sense. So you can't go half-heartedly into something and expect it to work for you. It's either all in or all out. Okay, Devon, so that's the message I'm getting for you, and I'm going to leave that with you. Livy, if you want to be in my class, then please just message me. office.ozpsychicbarber@gmail.com. Let me put up my, where have I got it? Private chat, no. Brand, wait a minute. Where have I got it? Setting banners. Okay, hang on. There it is. Okay. That's not it. You can message me anyway at my website and you'll be able to find that. Just send me an inquiry. Okie dokie. Okay. Where am I now? Let me have a look. Hi, is it Say or Sai? How you going? I can't see any information for Wednesday on the website. It won't be, Ariane. Okay, it won't be. Just send an expression of interest and I will respond to you and give you some information. Okay. How are you? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Sai or all right. Do you know what? I'm going to put the steampunk cards away. Let's do some crystal cards. Now, these ones are through Animal Dreaming Publishing. Adam Barrett. Oh, there's a lot of cards in here. I'm bound to drop these. Okay, so I'm telling you in advance. I'm bound to drop these ones. These are nice. Okay, smallish, not as small as the steampunk ones, but they are smallish. Hi Kim, done. Thanks for going to bed now. Lots of love. Just okay, Ariane. I will get back to you. You need to watch me drop these cards. Is it Sai? Okay, let's have a look. I will do a question because you're coming in from YouTube. Is it YouTube? My YouTube channel? All right, let's have a look. Okay, so there's a few cards in here, a few crystal cards, and what I want you to do, Sai, is in your mind ask a question. Okay, this is the guidance that you're going to get for your question. If anybody else wants to join, actually, I'm going to give you the information while I'm on here. So I have a psychic development class once a week. If I get too many people, I will run a second class, okay, because I want to give my attention be scattered through too many people. It is a Wednesday night. It is $20 a lesson, but I take the lesson payments a month in, the month in advance. So it's due on the 1st of every month, if that makes sense. And it's from 7:30 to 9:30, if that makes sense. Yes, keep your question in your mind, okay, for now. Oh, I dropped one. You didn't see it though, right? Hi, Mandy. Hi, Kim. How are you going? I dropped another one. These ones are slippery. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's have a look here. All right, Say, are you sure about that? Yeah. Yes. Do you know your balloons are still up, like when you drop them off? They haven't even gone down. Mind you, Ariana does like them. Okay. Dropped it. I dropped it again. Spirit quartz, Say. Okay, spirit quartz is the card. And the message for this is that you need to speak up, okay? So the question that you have in your mind, there's something that you actually need to speak up or speak about, okay? Any ideas or anything like that, you need to manifest by putting it out there, okay? Don't hold back on what you're wanting. Ask spirit, okay? I always have this belief system that if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. And so my motto in life is ask. If somebody says no, okay. But more often than not, I have found that people will actually say yes. The mantra on the back of this one, my efforts are being supported by the universe. My dreams manifest into reality before my eyes. So, Sai, whatever it is that you've got on your question, see it as done. Okay, see it as done. And it will come through, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Don't ask, don't receive. Yeah, look, put it out there. So put it out there. So put it out there that you already have it. Okay. Don't look at it as you don't have it, because that's lacking. See it that you have it, and that you it's just a matter of timing before it actually comes in, if that makes sense. So I can't answer another question because there's so many other people that are waiting to ask questions. So I'm going to move on forward, but you can book a private reading with me, and I'm happy to answer any questions at all that you want to in that. All right, look out. Thanks, Wendy. Okay, Ronnie. This is going to be cool. Why am I seeing a roast chicken with you? That's weird. What have you got? Selenite. Ooh, bit of grounding, huh? All right. Connect with your feelings and instincts. Your guides are trying to communicate with you. Are you listening? No, she's not. Are you distracted by others' demands? Yes, she is. Reconciliation is favored, but you must initiate the action. So this is making amends with somebody near and around you. Make quiet time at night to sit in the moonlight. Look, I'm going to say sit in the divine feminine, okay, because you can't always sit in the moon. It might be pouring down rain or something along these lines. So I want to say to put on a candle, sit down, and just take 5 minutes to go within, okay? I am here to live my life for myself, and I'm guided by my heart and soul. You are being pulled in every single direction, and there's so much being done for others and not much being done for you. I do see exhaustion as well, okay? I do see exhaustion as well. And, you know, your life at the present time is being influenced by the needs of other people. So Spirit's just giving you a gentle reminder to find some time for you. And I know that makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, Bec, it does. Where are we going? Where are you? Oh, I didn't even put your name up. I thought I did. Renee, you can have a crystal card. Yeah, it was for you. See, you didn't even listen to me. Just shows you how important these readings are. See? Distraction, distraction, distraction. Did anybody... Okay, here's a weird question. Did anybody have roast chicken for dinner? I talk too much. Christian took this. Did anybody have roast chicken for dinner? No, it's got to be tonight. Did anybody have roast chicken? Carol, you had roast chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight. No, I said chicken. I don't want to know every roast you guys have had. I said specifically roast chicken. I don't want to know if you've got roast duck, roast lamb, roast veal. Well, if you don't expect anything, then you're going to be pleased, surprised. Okay, Anthony, I do see it's you. Okay. I'm really drawn to you too, Carol, so just hold on a minute. Anthony, transition is the word I'm being guided to say, okay? And Spirit's showing me the roast chicken as a connection there, okay? The way that I'm seeing things and the way that Spirit's bringing me to you is the guidance that I'm getting is too grounded, over grounded, okay, if that makes sense. Frustration, can't lift the feet up, you know, muddy, feeling down, feeling sort of like dreary, all those things. It could be some depression sticking in there as well. And what I'm seeing too is that there's almost like a noose around your neck that's choking you, okay? I want to say being drawn to the devil card, which is bondage. Okay, not in that kinky style either. It's actually bondage in being held back from things that you need to be doing. So what I want you to do is actually free yourself. Okay, free yourself, and you can do that by intention. You can do it by decision making as well. But where you are at the present time is, it's a muddy time. The auric field is very sort of like brown and wishy-washy, and it's almost like, you know, when life throws everything at you at once. And if you imagine everything coming at you in all different colors, and I don't know how many of you work with art, but if you add all different colors together, you're going to end up with brown. Okay, and that's just a given. And that's how I see the energy with you, Anthony. There's so much going on in your life, and it's just bogging you down essentially. And Spirit's just saying, you know, lift your vibration up a little bit, get your feet out of that muddy area, you know, try and exercise, get into nature, lift your vibration, work with crystals that are going to lift your energy. And most importantly is to put yourself around near people that have a positive influence rather than people that, you know, are victims, if that makes sense. Because sometimes we do find ourselves in a victim mentality, and I just want to say to you, get out of it. You know, start fresh, put yourself out there, eat good food, and just lift your vibration out of that money energy, and you will march forward essentially. So I'm hoping that makes sense for you. I know it will, and I wish you all the best. Now, Carol, I'm going to come up here for you as well, because I know that you had the chicken there. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm hearing, Carol, is ruby. Okay. Now, I don't know whether you have a ruby or you know a ruby, but I am being drawn to a ruby. Okay. And the stone that I'm seeing is standalone. It's not in a piece of jewelry or anything like that. It's just standalone. Okay. Now, that could be a physical representation, because ruby is very much the stone of love. Okay. And, you know, I do see you pulling back a lot. And, you know, I know that there's a lot of heartache, heartbreak sitting in your heart space. But what Spirit's showing me is to bring that energy back into your life. Okay. Allow yourself to receive, because the walls are up, and, you know, the focus is almost like on, I don't want to say life's done, if that makes sense. You know, so many people get to an age where they get to that reflective age and they think it's done. And I want to say to you, it's not done. It's just beginning. Okay. It's just beginning. But I am seeing this ruby. So I don't know whether you can place an actual stone or whether Spirit's showing it on a metaphysical level. But either way, some love energy needs to come in, and, you know, get back to the medicine. I know that you've got it on your walls, and I want to say, when's the last time you did something like that for yourself? When's the last time you brought that type of energy and medicine into your life? Because that's what, I guess, makes your heart sing. You know, you're connected to all of that. And, you know, it's been a long time since you allowed yourself to receive. So I know that this will make sense. And, you know, lots of love, and I can't wait to work with you again on Wednesday, which is really cool. Thank you, Lena. Anthony Dales, that makes sense. Roast chicken on its own. Hi, Kim. How are you? All right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... if I may ask, we saw a full vibrant rainbow all day Saturday. What's the spiritual of this? Oh, the transliteration of the rainbow is to look at the full spectrum of things. And this is my interpretation of the rainbow. So it's to look at all avenues, all components, if that makes sense. Now, a rainbow is the refraction of light through water, essentially, and that pops out that, you know, all of those colors. But you have to realize that each individual color is a component in that rainbow. And so whatever you're facing in life, it would be a message to look at all aspects, all things that make up that one thing. Okay, some people say that a rainbow leads to a pot of gold, and look, it could be that as well, you know, that you're on the right path and that you just need to see the pot of gold. But what I'm seeing for you is that, you know, you have so much abundance and blessings, but you just can't see it, if that makes sense. So that's my interpretation of it, and I hope that that makes sense. Hi, Pamela. How are you? You're going, Mary? I'm trying to figure out what's this mean. GTG, got to go. I'm still learning this language. All right, so what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to put your name, and I'm going to tell you what crystal to work with this week. What Spirit tells me. Get into it. Come on. Here's your opportunity. Hi, Livy. Rose Quartz. Anita. Sujilite. Kelly. Blue Topaz. Kim. Adventuring. Francis. Tourmaline. Hi, Lena. How are you, honey? Hi, Jules. Amethyst. If you want to know your crystal for the week, put your name down. Now, you don't actually have to have this crystal. You can manifest it in a quartz, or you can just envision it or write it down, if that makes sense. Pam, I'm seeing Larimar for you, which is the ocean energy, which is a beautiful stone. I absolutely adore it. Jen, what I'm seeing is yellow calcite, okay, which is the solar plexus energy. Lisa, honey calcite, okay. Look up the crystals and you'll see the properties. Renee, selenite for you, okay. Beautiful selenite. You guys are slow. Come on. Sarah Leopard Jasper, if that makes sense. Lena, I'm seeing chrysanthemum stone for you. So that's always about balance for me. So chrysanthemum stone. Rita, chrysocolla, okay. Chrysocolla is coming in for you. The Spirit's showing me. Mandy, carnelian, okay. Carnelian is your stone for the week. Now, guys, when I give you the stone, go and have a look at the properties, okay? Hi, Sarah Bear. What I'm going to show for you is black obsidian, okay? How you going? What am I seeing for you? Brown tourmaline, dravide, okay? Dravide. Look that one up. I love that stone. Dravide, yeah. Hi, Teresa. Dambrite is what I'm getting for you. Dambrite, which is really nice. Look it up, look it up, look it up. Go to Dr. Google and find out what your stone is. I have no idea what this idiot turtle is doing. He wrecks my tank. Craig. Is that your name? I've been calling you Anthony. Oh my God, what a twat. Craig, what I'm seeing for you is give me spirit, give me spirit, give me spirit. What is that? It's new jade. Okay, new jade. It's like the Chinese jade. It's called new jade. It's not nephrite. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been calling you Anthony. The properties of mine are just what I need. Yay, Mandy. See, Spirit knows. As I say to my students, Spirit is never wrong. Hi, OT. What are you up to? Where are you? You were traveling last week, weren't you? Don't laugh at me, Craig. Where's Wells Anthony come from? Like, come on. Mine are exactly right. Yay, Jennifer. That's so cool. Look them up. Now, if you put quartz with your crystal, bang, you're going to get an amplification of things. Okay, so that's going to be really cool. Erin, what have I got for you? Let me see. Lapis lazuli. Anita, I can't remember what I told you because I'm in spirit's energy. So you're going to have to go over the banter and actually have a look if that makes sense. Getting ready for clinical placement. Oh, OT, good luck with that. That's going to be so exciting. Clinical placement. Interesting. You will get one. Dravite's hard to get, Ronnie, so see how you go with it. It's not the most easiest stone to get. OT, why am I seeing a stethoscope around your neck? So weird, but why am I seeing it? Oh, I know. Listen to your own heart, OT. Okay, listen to your own heart is what Spirit's giving you the message about. So that's coming in as well. Does anybody else want to know what the stone is? Hi, Wendy. How are you? Does anybody want to know what the stone is? Yay, Livy. That's awesome. Does anybody else have a stone? Hi, Mary. I thought I read one for you already. White howlite. Okay, Mary, white howlite is what I'm actually seeing for you. Mandy, just Googled yours. Mine is beautiful. Yay. Was that the Larimar? Mary, yours is howlite. Whose birthday's in August, please? Whose birthday's in August? August 8th, 7th, 8th, somewhere there. August, early August, first week of August. Whose birthday? Teresa, when's your birthday? Is it the 8th of August? Sisters is on the 5th. 19th. Too far. Is anybody's birthday on the 8th of the 8th? Okay. Oh my God. We have a troll. We haven't had one of those to play with for ages. Yay. How funny. Where'd they go? 19th. No, it's definitely the 8th. Okay, I'm seeing the 8th. And your nephew is living, Ronnie. Is that right? Oh my God. This guy's a twat. Yes, living. Okay. And I know, Mandy, how funny is they? How funny is they? That's proper English, right? Dudu and somebody that has I don't know why they're reaching out with numbers, but somebody that has a birthday in September is reaching over from the other side for your nephew. Okay, somebody from the other side is reaching across the veil for your nephew. Hi, OT. Jordan, can you make sense of that? Ronit, somebody in September, somebody that's passed across that has a birthday in September is wanting to connect to your nephew with the 8. Does that make sense? I know it does. Don't worry, guys. I'll get to you. I think his great-grandfather or my dad's. Okay. All right. Let me just get this. Okay. So I have somebody who's wanting to connect to your nephew, Ronit, and what they're showing me is a cap and gown. So I know that this is a reference to education, if that makes sense. And so I have to place that there. It's with education or something near or around education. It's just wanting to pass blessings and is saying just go forward. Okay. So can I leave that message with you to pass to your nephew, if that makes sense? He just graduated high school. Awesome. Okay. Definitely that message is for you. Okay. All right. No, OT, it wasn't. It was definitely the 8 that coming through, if that makes sense. And I know that that message was for Ronit. I had a question to ask you guys. What was I going to ask you? I did have one. Having a brain fart. Okay. All right. What I'm going to talk about just briefly is the elephant in the room, Ouija. Okay. Has anybody played Ouija, or has anybody used a Ouija board before, table tipping, anything like that? It's an old form of physical mediumship. And I know that a lot of people like fluff about with medium with spirit boards when they're younger, thinking they're fun and everything like that. So I'm going to put it out there. No too scary. Has anybody used a Ouija board before? You have, Francis? Yay. Mandy, never. A long time ago. Okay, so let me just put this to bed. Okay. Ouija, if used correctly, is not dangerous. Okay. Ouija, if used correctly, is not dangerous. Okay. It's like anything. If you're disciplined with it and you understand and respect it, then it's no more dangerous than me doing mediumship right now, if that makes sense. It's just that spirit comes through a different way. I've been using the Ouija board for a long time. Okay, I have a beautiful one that's carved, and you have to be disciplined in it. And if you get somebody that you don't know who it is, just say goodbye. Okay, this whole belief system that the demonic is going to come through and everything like that is absolutely rubbish, because when you're using your Ouija board, you actually set the intention. You bring in your guides. There's always a board guide as well that comes in, and they monitor who actually comes in for you. So it's like anything. You work with your guides, you set up the energy, you put healing energy near and around, and it's fine to work with, guys. Okay. So if any of you have had have tried it or want to try it, then just remember, it's only bad in the hands of people that are not educated. Okay. The Ouija board is a very useful tool to connecting to the afterlife. It's really funny when they come in dyslexic, because they're all over the place. And is spirit attachment possible? Livy, look, if you use it the wrong way, I'm going to say possible. But you know, if you're bringing in your guides, you know, whether it's your loved ones or your guides or Archangel Michael, you ask for a board guide as well, and just call in a board guide, and you set the intention that only good comes through, people that you know comes through, and if in doubt, say goodbye. Always remember to close your board off as well. So always remember to say goodbye. Otherwise, the energy is going to be open. And that's just the same as, you know, when people say, mediums say, I'm going to close down, or I'm going to shut my chakras off. You know, it's like putting a full stop at the end of a sentence. It's just, you know, letting people know that it stops there, if that makes sense. But look, I'm a big advocate for using Ouija. It is an old form of sort of like Victorian mediumship. It's spiritual, it's physical mediumship as opposed to mental mediumship. And you know, it can be actually really positive and fun, and some of the messages that come through are absolutely beautiful. And so I just wanted to knock that nail on the head and just say, you know, whatever you've heard from Hollywood movies or, you know, other people, it's absolute horseshit. Okay. If you're trained correctly, then you know what comes, you know, what comes through is what your intention is. And if your intention is good, then beautiful, that's what's going to come through. Of course, in life, guys, there's negative things that come through. Light can't exist without dark. Dark can't exist without light. One side of a coin flips over to another side of the coin, and life is balanced. Okay, so yeah, just like all of us, we have a dark side, and we have a shadow side, and we have a light side. And so whenever you're working with spirit, invoke that beautiful beautiful energy. And same as the Ouija board, same as table tipping, any of the old, you know, spiritual things that come through, any of the old physical mediumship tools, whether it's using trumpet, Ouija, table tipping. You know, some people will use a planchette, which is automatic writing as well. You know, all of those are really great tools to work with spirit. And so I just wanted to throw that little one in there, just to sort of like get your mind thinking, and you know, just explain that, you know, anything is dangerous if it's in the wrong hands of the people that just don't know, if that makes sense. Let me see. I think the best to leave the higher person. I think best to leave to a higher person of spiritual energy. Oh, look, Wendy, everybody has a higher person of spiritual energy. I think we can't ask questions here. Farad, I'm not quite sure what you mean there. You're in Tasmania. Yay. Hi, Sherry. Where are you from? Yeah, leaves. What? Francis, I don't know what that means. Yeah, leaves. Leaves what? Tea leaves. Exactly. Tea leaves is great. Has anybody used tea leaves or coffee readings or anything like that? Has anybody had one or anybody used it? I'm great, thanks, Anna. So tea leaf reading and coffee readings are heavily based on symbology. You're in Tasmania now. Turkish coffee. Yeah, Turkey. Has anybody drank Turkish coffee? It's vile. It's like drinking tar. Oh, it's so bitter. No, thank you. Oates, you have to tell you a funny thing here. So Oates put up this question. Is it true that somebody is trying to connect to me when lights go out in certain spaces or TVs turn off? I talked to it and asked somebody there to turn the TV on and off, and it went on and freaked me out. First time experience. I asked to turn it back on, it came back on. Yeah, Ochi, that's so funny. We have the same thing with our television. It was really funny last night. Quite often I love watching YouTube and documentaries, and I typed in real paranormal and my TV turned off. And then it went blank, and so I'm like, okay, and I waited, and the lights on the TV all went off, and which was unusual because there's always an off light that remains on. And then about after a minute, it came back on again. So I went back to YouTube and I typed it in again. Same thing happened. Our lights go on and off all the time. Telly goes on and off. So many crazy things. And we actually set up the paranormal cameras downstairs last night, and the amount of orbs that were flying around was incredible. So it's really cool. You used to drink it just to get a reading. You can read out of any coffee, any latte, anything like that. Yeah, Lena, automatic writing is amazing. Okay, so for anybody that wants to know how to do automatic writing, just start writing. Just start writing. I always tell my students to just start writing with Mary Had a Little Lamb, and those words, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and whatever comes into your mind, just write it down. Do you ever get bad spirits? No, Tony. I have seen bad spirits years and years and years ago. I saw a possession, but they're very, very rare. Very, very rare. It takes a long time for somebody to become possessed. And I've only ever seen one in my entire career. Oh my God, that's funny. Somebody's trying to get hold of you, OT. Get your attention anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to do a couple of more cards, and I'm going to finish a little bit earlier today. How do they become possessed? Look, just I guess it's all different ways. You know, sometimes their energy is just a little bit darker. They deal with drugs. They deal with you know, just less desirable energy. We saw you. She just scared the shit out of me because she printed out something and the printer went off. That's so cool, Sammy. Kim. Oh, there's a puppy. That's so cute. Kim, what's your puppy's name? Settle down, guys. Buddy. Oh no, he's so cute. I would love a puppy like that. Chrysocolla is the card that's come up for you. Okay, Kim. Chrysocolla, the mantra on that is, I listen to my heart and it guides me to a life I love. Are you neglecting yourself but looking after everybody else? You deserve a life that is sumptuous, fruitful, and fulfilling. Allow yourself to be nurtured. Okay, there you go. Allow yourself to be nurtured. This is about getting back to self. Okay, Chrysocolla is that beautiful green color. And it is divinely connected to the heart space as well. Okay, so this is always about self-love, connecting to your heart space, putting out there what you need. Okay, taking some pressure off your shoulders, delegate to people, make them do stuff, get the kids to do the dishes, you know, get the hubby to pull the linen off the clothesline occasionally. You know, you're not just a slave to other people. You are a person, and I want you to remember that. Get out in nature, take Buddy for a walk, you know, put your feet in a river, look at the skies, look at the stars, listen to music, whatever it is that, you know, makes you peaceful and just allows you to breathe. Okay, that's a message from spirit, so I hope it does make sense to you. Sammy, you're not going to get rid of them. They're relatives, okay? So just tell her they're relatives. And they are there to watch over her, and they're fine. They're not going to hurt. Anna has a puppy called Buddy. Yay. All right, OT, let's have a look. Sujilite's your card, okay? This one, Sujilite, okay? The mantra is, I'm deserving of love and feel the love that surrounds my day. If you can't see it, it's because it exists in another form than what you expect. Okay, so OT, this is about did I click you on, Pam? Okay, I have to come back to that. But this card's about for OT, and then I'll come back to you, Pamela. It's, you know, sometimes, for instance, we say we want to be rich, okay? And there's an old saying, one man's something along the lines of one man's rubbish is another man's fortune, or something like that. Whatever gets discarded from one man is another man's fortune, or what you have somebody else is dreaming of. And this is what I'm reminded, OT, as I look into this, is that, you know, and I want to put this out for each and every one of you as well. Okay, we all sit there and go, I want $1 million, I want this, I want to be rich. But what I want to say to you is, for those of you, would you sell your child or your animal or anything like that, something that you love dearly and hold to your heart? Would you sell it for $1 million? Okay, ask yourself, would I sell my child for $1 million? Chances are the answer is no. Therefore, you are a millionaire. Okay, money is just energy. Money is just paper. Okay, and all it does is give you choice. It doesn't make you happy. So this message is for OT and everybody else, is that, you know, have a look at the abundance that you do have in your life. It's almost like the Four of Cups. Don't look what you don't have. Look at what you do have, and just relish in that abundance, because, you know, there are so many people out there that are dreaming of what you already had. Now, that's not taken away from, you know, what you are, your dreams, of course, but manifest them. They're not going to come just by you, you know, sitting on your ass. If you want to dream something, put it into place, if that makes sense. You know, dream it. What do you have to do to make the first step to allow that to come forward? Please look at the abundance that you do have in your life, because there are so many people out there less fortunate than us, and they're dreaming of what we have. So we're fine, guys. We're all good. Who did I miss out on? Pamela. Okay. Gotta do this reading and then one more, guys. Okay, then I'm out of here. Pamela, Cinnabar. Ooh, money. Okay. Cinnabar is also called Dragon's Bloodstone. Okay. And this one is about abundance. Okay. It's also about well, this is balance, but when I had my shop, I always had Cinnabar sitting in my till, because it always is about bringing in abundance, if that makes sense. So don't play small, spice up your life. It's time to be brilliant and take center stage. Don't hold back, Pam. Get out there, put yourself out there. So many of us fear moving forward, and so many of us fear doing something because we fear that we're not going to be good enough. You know, we have this ability in our mind to compare ourselves to other people. Now, if everybody did that, what's the point, right? Everybody has a gift. Everybody has the opportunity to be fulfilling and inspiring. And so I just want to say to you, don't worry about everybody else. Worry about you, what you can achieve, what you can do, what you can receive. Focus, believe, achieve. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for you, Pamela. Cinnabar's coming in, abundance is coming in, but see it for what it is. The abundance could be in your family, it could be in a work sector, or financially as well. So just wait and just hold on to it. I do see that you're going to have enough money for what you're wanting to achieve, so I'm going to leave that there. All right, I'm going to help you out here. I'm having a psychic attack because I've been on crack for 6 days. I've not slept and out of money to buy some alcohol to deal with the voices. What do the cards say I should do? Should I listen to the voices? No, don't listen to the voices, okay? What I would suggest to you is getting some professional help, okay? Help doesn't cost anything. Call a friend, call somebody that you connect with, get somebody in there to actually help you out, okay? I don't know if there's a medical service that you can connect to, but you don't have to do this alone. There's lots of help out there, okay? Look, when you're stuck with addiction, it's a coping mechanism. So what I want to say to you is, you know, what are you running away from? What are you trying to cope with? And deal with it, okay? All alcohol and drug is a band-aid to stop you feeling on an emotional sense. Now, I'm not sitting in judgment here, because everybody, you know, has their coping mechanisms. But what I want to say to you is there is help. You don't have to do this on your own. The card I'm going to pull for you is Carnelian. Take action to turn your dreams into reality, okay? Have a clear vision and intent on what you'd like to manifest, okay? So it's up to you, buddy. Do you want to be clean, or do you want to continue living your life like this? That's the question Spirit's putting out there. But there is help available. I'm going to send you lots of love, lots of healing, and I am hoping for the best for you, and hope that you can find peace in, you know, in this struggle that you're going through at the present time. Exactly. Nobody has to be alone. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I am cutting it 15 minutes short because, you know, it has been a busy night. And I just want to send love out to each and every one of you that's struggling tonight. There is a few of you out there. And, you know, it's hard for me because, you know, I'd love to be able to help everybody. But it's just not possible, guys. You know, I will put you all under the umbrella of, you know, whatever you're wanting to achieve in your life, see it as already done. If you want a child, see it, okay? See yourself, see that child in your arms, see that love. If you're wanting a business, see it. What's it look like? How's it feel? Bring in all of that. If you want a new house, envision it. What's it look like? How does it feel? What decor is in it? See yourself moving, packing up your boxes, all of those things. See yourself healed, see yourself enlightened. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, see it as already done. Put yourself in it, envision yourself in it, and know that it's there. It's going to come forward when you're meant to have it. If, you know, any of you are suffering from grief, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. Never ever let anybody tell you that, you know, you have to get over it. Grief, you don't get over. You just learn to live with it. You get tools, and you get you know, ways to actually sort of like deal with grief. But it's always there, and it's always going to be there. You know, not one of us will escape this life without burying somebody, okay? I can guarantee you that. Well, unless you go first, of course, but most people will at one time or another feel the pain of grief, okay? And just sit in it. Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to get angry, allow yourself to feel all of these things, because it's a natural process of, you know, adjusting, okay? Know that your loved ones are always with you. They're never far behind you. They're right there, just out of touch, watching over you. And there is an abundance of love near and around you. Never feel that you're alone, okay? I'm going to send that message tonight for each and every one of you. And I wish you an incredible week. Do something for yourself, okay? Do something for yourself. Do something special for yourself this week, each and every one of you. Spend that time. Take 5 minutes. Read a book. You know, go for a walk. Whatever it is that you need to do, just find that time for yourself. Find that inner peace, and, you know, just, I guess, give yourself some time, ground it, and just, you know, look in the mirror and love who you are. It's a really hard thing to love self, and it's a really daunting thing to actually realize who you are. So all those thoughts, and I will talk to you all next week. Lots of love, and I will see you